say the coaches didn't have time to come in the locker room yet, and you had already tweeted. They saw
Yeah.
it before they came in the locker room.
They
How
said,
are
dang, Sid. I said, well, y'all took about 10 minutes to come in. So,
When you're sending out that tweet, like, do you have it in your head on the court? Are you like putting it together? Because there are some things, Sydney, I've been in film session with you, and they will just come to you and they will come out your mouth, pause, and
yeah,
and you will say something that will make me laugh later on. I'll be cooking dinner and I'll be like, yo, Sydney really said that. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Post Moves. I'm Candace Parker here with my co-host, Aliyah Boston.
That's me. That's me. Hey, everyone.
Yeah, follow us on Post Moves, at Post Moves Show on all socials. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And keep sending us your questions. You can send DMs to the Post Moves Instagram or leave it in the comments on YouTube.
Well, your background looks a little different.
Yeah.
Yo, those are fire rocks.
Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute?
Those are fire.
Outside.
Where are you? You're outside. You're inside, but you're
Barbados.
outside. Oh, slight flex.
I know we're going to go to Jamaica, but the category for hurricane, so praying for everyone in Jamaica that they stay safe and healthy. But Mama Boston was not playing that. She was not playing that.
You don't fly to a place where there's a hurricane. Yeah, so I'm with Mama Boston.
She was watching it, and I was like, girl, it's going to be fine. It's just going to be rain. She was like, no, it's not. So we had to switcheroo. And here we are, but it's so good. It's so good.
It's amazing. You got to let me know. I've never been to Barbados. So.
It's great.
I just know Barbados from Rihanna. Just Rihanna. That's it. So let me know if you see Rihanna. Tell her I said hi.
Let me call her up. I'll call her up and be like, hey, girl.
Yeah, hey. Tell her I said what up.
What have you been up to?
Well, this morning I went to the sand dunes, and I'm not going to tell anybody where it's at because I want to keep it quiet because it's like my favorite place in the entire world. I will say that I've started this whole Monday thing where I get up in the morning at 6:00 every Monday and do something productive. And this morning, my productivity was going to the sand dunes. I walked up the sand dunes, so I didn't really even work out. I just sit at the top, look at the water. There were some dolphins that made appearances.
Aww, that's so cute.
It was amazing. So, yeah. And then a couple days ago, I was fortunate enough to sit courtside and watch Luka drop 49 for
crazy.
our debut on Prime, which was unbelievable, alongside one of my favorite teammates ever, D Wade, and the great Kevin Harlan. So we went viral a little bit with our reaction, which was everybody else's reaction. Luka walked up, knocked down, a deep three. I think at that point he had 48. Yeah. And this is me and D Wade and everybody else in the world watching Luka Doncic play basketball. Yeah, that's us.
Okay, but your fit is fire.
Well, thank you, but I almost knocked him off the chair. So I'm actually holding him. Like, I'm holding him so he doesn't fall off because we have a cushion to make us taller. Because, we like to be taller on television. So,
okay.
Yeah. But I appreciate it. Shout out to Adidas, Gucci. Keeping me right, keeping me fitted. We don't just do athletic apparel, baby. Adidas does it all. Holla at us. Anyway, it's time for what we want to talk about, presented by AT&T, connecting our fans to everything happening on and off the court. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
What we want to talk about, or what we don't want to talk about, but we should talk about, is Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, arrested over alleged illegal gambling. I feel like the story itself has overshadowed the beginning of the NBA season a little bit because that's what a lot of people were talking about. Yeah. There were over 30 people arrested by the FBI. Notable names were Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, Damon Jones. Both have been placed on leave by their teams. Billups is accused of being tied to a wide-ranging scheme to rig underground poker games that were backed by mafia families. Allegedly, Billups was a face card, attracted gamblers to play in the high-profile game. Again, he will have his day in court, as his statement said. Rozier was accused of removing himself from a game to hit his prop bet unders when he was with Charlotte in 2023. There's some viral videos that have been going around of Rozier making maybe not the best basketball choices on the court. So I just think that obviously Jonte Porter being banned last year for betting. He was playing for the Toronto Raptors. So him being banned last year and then fast forward another year and now we have 30 people that are arrested and 3 notable people in the NBA. This is something that Jaylen Brown, I think, so eloquently called out with the league, that this is such a moneymaker for everybody. Betting is a part of the game, but what are the conversations like to protect the players against stuff like this? And I think that's an honest conversation.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, reading it, like you said, the videos that were released, like it is a lot to watch. And I feel like it's always so interesting because the beginning of every season you have all these meetings, and this is the one thing they're always like, they take this very serious. And so it's gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out. And I think you're right. Like it was early topic conversation, so it kind of overshadowed the start. And the start of NBA had great games. Great games, double overtime. Everything was intense, but it's gonna be very interesting to see this.
My opinion on everything is it is due for more of a conversation.
Yeah.
More than just a conversation of like, hey, a bookie might come up to you and be like, hey, is so and so playing? Is Aliyah Boston playing? Like those are the conversations that we used to have at our pre-season meetings
Yeah.
where the league would come in and just casually talk about it. Well, gambling is a part of NBA shows,
Mhm.
NFL shows. We've
Yeah.
seen what it has done to other leagues in terms of NFL players being banned or fined or suspended and across the board. It's so weird because I have never gambled because it has never been available to us to gamble because I've been a player for so long and you're not allowed to do that. And this year, I did my first bet on Prize Picks. And so it's just like a weird dynamic of the access that we
Yeah.
now have to players, balancing that to ensure the fairness in the game. And
Yeah.
I think that that will forever be a fine line that the NBA has avoided for so long. But now I think there's real conversations when you have the FBI getting involved. I mean, the NBA did a whole investigation on Terry Rozier
Yeah.
and they cleared him.
Yeah. Then the
And
FBI comes
then
in
now
and
the FBI comes back and literally after game 1 in which he did not play in Miami, they raided,
yeah.
I mean, for Miami. I think they were in Orlando, but they raided and arrested him. And so it's just, I'm a big believer in let's let all of the cards fall where they are. Let's have everybody have their day in court. Let's hear from everybody and see what their case is. But I do think that this is a growing problem in
Mm.
all of the leagues when betting is literally at your fingertips. You
Yeah.
can wake up and decide to place whatever bet on whatever. So, uh, yeah, we will keep tracking that as the story continues to develop. In the WNBA side, there is no agreement on the collective bargaining agreement, which is set to expire October 31st. So we'll keep our eyes and ears and everything on on that. In my opinion, I don't think anything is going to get solved or agreed upon before October 31st. But hey, surprise me, I'm for it. However, there have been more coaches that have been hired
Yep.
in the league. Sandy Brondello named first coach of the Toronto Tempo, which I think is a huge step. You want to build
Yeah.
a championship mentality, bring in a championship coach. And she's done
Yeah.
that twice.
Start fresh. I was super excited to see that actually when it happened. My mom sent in the family group chat and I was like, oh, well, that's great. I mean, it's a fresh start with a coach that she's won, she's won her success with the Liberty, and just the people that she's been able to bring into that franchise. I'm super excited, when she's not playing against the Fever to see, how well they do. And then also Dallas hired the USF coach, Jose Fernandez. So,
Yes, Jose Fernandez coached Courtney Williams while she was in
yep.
college. He will be the 5th head coach in 7 seasons for the Wings. So this was a coaching a coaching change that needs to be right.
Yes.
He coached USF to 10 NCAA tournament appearances, including 8 in the past 11. It's kind of different than what the WNBA has been doing. They haven't gone back to college much. It's
Mhm.
more so been assistants
Yeah.
or, you know, other head coaches, assistants from the NBA, which is kind of now the strategy.
Mhm.
I know your coach, actually, Stephanie White, coached in college,
Yep. She's
so
at
that,
Vandy.
yes. And so she was kind of the college choice, and that worked out pretty well for you all this year. So we will see. So we'll see how that goes. He will have the task of bringing the Dallas Wings back to prominence. That's a great
You
start with Paige Beckers at your center. You already have your superstar. It's just building around that. And then to round
Mhm.
it up, we actually still have one more because New York has to
Yep.
make a hire. Sandy Brondello, who was hired for the Toronto Tempo, spent 4 years with New York. Her contract was not renewed after the first round loss to the Mercury, which then sets the stage of like, win or we're moving on. And that's what the
Yeah.
mentality of this league is. You look at the Seattle Storm, they hired New York Liberty assistant Sonia Raman, who
Mhm.
actually was an assistant with New York under Sandy Brondello. And then she went to the Memphis Grizzlies from 2020 to 2024. And prior to that, she was the head coach of the MIT women's basketball team for 12 seasons. She makes her women's basketball history as the first head coach of Indian descent. So we have a woman of color in Seattle, which I have always loved the Seattle Storm
Mhm.
group that has led that group because they are very female focused, which I think in a league of women, if you're not giving opportunities to women, you're falling
I agree,
behind.
yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this. I think that these were all great hires, and we have one team left
Yeah, New York.
to make their hire. So we'll
Mhm.
see where they go with that.
Mhm.
We're going to breeze past this next section because we're just so used to saying these two. Well, I'll say this name and this school's name. Asia Wilson, what more can she say? Inducted into South Carolina Hall of Fame last week. Not a big shocker, but still, we have to
Yeah.
celebrate it and acknowledge it because she is literally doing and achieving everything right now. She was the first real powerhouse recruit that Dawn Staley got to South Carolina. I can remember
Yeah.
she went on a visit to Tennessee, and we thought we were going to be able to get her, and she
Dang.
chose the Gamecocks, and the rest is
As she
history.
should, as she
All
should.
right, chill
Oh.
out.
Oh, my bad. Hmm. Hmm.
She led them to their first national championship in 2017, where she was named the most outstanding player of the Final Four. Before Wilson became a Gamecock, the program had not won an SEC tournament championship since joining the league in 1991. During Asia's 4 seasons, they won 4 straight.
Period.
We don't we don't need to
Period.
read. We don't need to read any more first because there we would be
Run
here
it
forever.
through. Mhm.
We would
Thank
be
you.
here forever. She already has a statue. Now her 22 jersey was retired last season. Um, yeah, I think just round of applause. We're
Yeah,
probably going to be talking
seriously.
about something else next week that Asia's doing.
It really is.
And UConn got the rings.
Yep.
And hilarious TikToks between Paige Beckers, AZ Fudd, uh, all of that. Paige actually, while she's back getting her UConn ring, actually suited up for the practice squad.
Yep.
So that's
Pretty
always a
stupid.
weird dynamic. Like, how was your
I
dynamic when
know.
you went back after you graduated? Because
I
you don't want to be the
literally
old head.
yeah, it's different because I actually knew, like, for the most part, I knew, like, the girls because either we helped recruit or we played with them. But now I feel like this is, like, the last batch of, like, players that I actually, like, know and helped recruit. And so I guess, like, technically you're an old head, but I've only been out of school for, like, what year
But
is
it
this? Like,
still is like a real balance of going back. Because I remember when we were in college and it would be the player that graduated that would just come back and stay in Knoxville and like just be there all the time. And you would be like, what?
like,
Like,
leave.
I'm never going to do that, type of thing. And so there
Yeah.
is a balance or a happy medium of like going back, but then also not being weird about
Yeah.
going back.
Yeah,
I don't
about
know how
going
to
back.
explain it. Only
It
if you
is
know,
it's
you know.
different, exactly, because you know the feeling. Sometimes I go back and I'm like, I don't stay too long because I don't wanna be like, "Okay, why is she still here? She's not even part of." But I do enjoy always just being around, like, I go to practice. I never suit up though. Coach Staley's like, "Where your sneakers at?" "Girl, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that," and I'll talk to them, go to the office, and kinda just chill, and so that's really what I do, but I don't always stay forever. So
Well, I mean, there's other reasons why Paige is going back to Connecticut. I'm sure we'll see her throughout off and on this year. Men's college hoopers, G League. The NCAA recently changed its eligibility rules to allow players from the NBA's G League
That's crazy.
to return to college basketball. The NCAA
That's
is doing
literally crazy.
everything. NCAA is like, you know what?
Here, you can
We
do it.
change your rule. NIL
Sure.
ignited a fire, a
Yep.
wildfire.
5%.
This is crazy. Michigan State coach Tom Izzo called it a slippery slope for the sport, which I
Yeah.
agree with. He said, and I quote, "To me, it's ridiculous. To me, it's embarrassing. The NCAA has got to regroup. That's my opinion, only my opinion. Don't be mad at anybody else. Be mad at us. But I'm not going to be mad at the players. I'm going to be mad at the adults in the room. And so don't blame the players anymore. Blame the adults that make the decisions that allow some of these ridiculous things to happen.
Mhm.
And guess what those decisions are being made on?
Money.
I'm going like, I'm doing the money sign.
Money.
Money sign.
Yep. Oh, it's crazy. I was shocked by that. I mean, you have experience literally in the G League, and now you're coming back to college to hoop. The money that you're making for that, well, number one, is going to be insane. But this what the NCAA wants.
But what's wild to me is like, okay, we're going through recruiting with my daughter. If you're a college coach and you have the opportunity to recruit somebody that can transfer or whatever from another school that already has experience, we understand the value of experience
Yeah.
in college. You're going to do that. So it's harming the kids that are actually coming into college that are
Mhm.
actually college kids. So then you're
Yeah.
going to do that again where it is a G League player. I have questions because I'm like, what if they were two-way? Like, what if they played in one or two
What?
NBA games to fill out the roster? Like, could you
Yeah.
still go back to college? It's wild. So any way you paint that picture, I'm with Tom
It's
Izzo.
yeah.
They got to get this under control.
Mhm.
And I think they have to do it pretty soon. All right. That's a wrap on what we want to talk about, presented by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. But I feel like we're
It's
definitely going to connect.
time.
We're going to connect with our next guest.
Yes.
I think it's time to bring on our guest. She's got 2 WNBA championships, 2 commissioner cups, 1 NCAA title, and at least 50 viral tweets. Please welcome one of the funniest and most unhinged and one of my favorite people in women's basketball, Sydney Colson.
After we won the national championship in 2022, I saw you, Candace, in the crowd, and I just grabbed the mic and said it. I love you, girl.
And I felt that because I saw myself in you, the joy, the pressure, the entire journey.
You've always been someone that I've looked up to, and hearing you say, "You got this," that meant more to me than you probably even know.
That's what Adidas is all about. The You Got This campaign is a reminder that support, even one moment, one voice, can change everything.
Whether it's a coach, a teammate, a friend, sometimes it just takes someone reminding you who you are.
We've both had those people, and now we're trying to be that for someone else.
Learn more about the You Got This message at adidas.com/yougotthis and follow along at Adidas and at Adidas US.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this basketball season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. It's the best time of year. The holidays are coming up. The NBA is back. We've got football on Sundays. My week is filled and I love it. And now that I'm watching it all unfold, I've been having some fun on Prize Picks too. It's super simple. All you have to do is pick more or pick less on at least 2 players' stats. And if you get your picks right, you cash in. I've hit a few lately. I had Steph Curry and Luka Doncic both going more on points. I know, brilliant. And those guys are always in my Prize Picks lineup. And what I love is how easy it is to play. You can make your lineup in under a minute. And this season, they added stacks. So if you want more on Steph's points, threes, and assists, you can play them all in one lineup. Plus, you can now follow other players on the app and copy their lineups with one click. So whether you've locked into hoops, football, or both, Prize Picks is the best way to make every game a little more fun. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code POSTMOVES to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code POSTMOVES to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Candace, honestly, my favorite plays are the ones where a teammate just knows what you need, like they're 2 steps ahead.
Exactly. That's the AT&T guarantee. They don't wait for you to ask. In rare event of a network outage, they'll automatically credit you for a full day of service.
So basically, it's like your PG throwing you the perfect pass before you even post up. Like, just lead me to the rim.
Or when AB is already in position before anyone else sees it coming.
All I'm saying is staying connected matters, and with AT&T, they make sure that you're covered.
That's connection with commitment. That's the AT&T guarantee.
AT&T, connecting changes everything.
Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details. All right. This is one of my favorite people. Don't tell her, although I just did.
She's right.
She's right here. Sydney Colson. Welcome to Post Moves. You're
What's
a guard.
up?
We're welcoming to the big body Benzes.
Post,
Yeah.
Oh, did you just shimmy?
Man,
Ooh.
come on now. That's my Candace bag. Oh, my
That's
Aliyah
your-
bag. Aliyah,
What
you
about
don't
me?
really-
Hold on. That was
you
kind
don't
of
do
weird,
a ton
though.
of the. That was. You don't really do a ton of shimmying though.
Yeah,
but-
she don't have to. I have
Yeah.
to. I gotta
Yeah.
shimmy.
Hmm,
Aaliyah doesn't have to
touche.
shimmy. But listen, we're gonna
Touche.
start. You beat me to it. We're gonna start in between the lines because there are so many areas that we're gonna go outside of the lines, figuratively and literally, with this interview. I am sure, but we're gonna start in the line, in between the lines. I had the pleasure of playing with you in Las Vegas. And then you made the big move to Indiana this off season.
Pete show.
I mean, what was that one decision like to leave someplace you had been for so long? And 2, to go to a new team in Indy, understanding the role that they wanted you to play?
First of all, it was my pleasure playing with you. That was
Oh, that's
it was
cute.
it was unfortunate that it was cut short, with your injury and stuff, but still your presence there with us all season and being there in the playoffs, like I know you remember the stuff we were doing on the bench. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they can go back and find that footage, but it was amazing getting to play with you before you were done. Obviously, everybody in the league, people who play in the league, everybody respects you and your game and what you did for the league. So it was definitely my pleasure. But yeah, it felt in the off season for me like I'm big on listening when I feel like God is telling me to move. And a lot of the times in people's lives, I think the indicator that it's time to move is when you're uncomfortable making that step or taking that step. And for me, it was super uncomfortable because I've been in Vegas for several years. Obviously, we won 2 championships. And, Becky brought me on that team when they first got there when I was out of the league. I just happened to be playing in AU in Vegas in 21 and she was there with Nikki. And so it was very serendipitous, that timing. But then, it was time for me to go and I just had to, take a leap of faith and, it was difficult. It wasn't easy at all, but, I made the move and I got to be teammates with some new people. Whenever you're on a team and things are like real good, you're thinking like I'm not going to be able to create this or have this energy or this vibe anywhere else. But it's just like with anything in life, when it comes to an end, you start the new thing and you're a little like, trying to figure stuff out. And then you realize like, it's okay. It's okay for things to change. And I'm not like a creature of habit, so I'm okay with things looking different. And this season definitely did, but it was good. Like I liked the team. I enjoyed our team very much. AB was it was
The
good to see
funniest
a side
person
of
you met, right?
Wait, no, let me finish.
What? Wait, because why would you say that?
AB, as you know, AB has people feel a way about AB in the league, and without me playing on a team with her and getting to know her her faith, like the kind of person that she is. I'm the kind of person that I experience people for myself. I don't just listen to things that other people say. I'll have stuff in mind, of course. I think it would be silly to not, like keep in mind what you've heard, but I have to experience what I have to experience. And being on this team, it was definitely a good time. I love Steph, I love our assistants. The organization treated me very well, and yeah, it was good. I wanted to be somewhere where I could, play some more. And obviously, my season ended in an unexpected fashion, but still getting to be around the team and us making it almost to the finals was very cool. It was very cool.
Nice. I just have to know because I feel like everyone always thinks something about Indy. But once you say the fever,
Yeah.
it's like thoughts, 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 right? So, what
Yeah.
was your biggest surprise after coming to Indy and you were like, well, you know what? These people kind of cool, right?
Yeah, I think the environment in the locker room was much better than what you would have anticipated as like somebody from the outside looking in. And I think that we were like intentional about doing stuff. Like when we got to the point where we started to hang out more and um everybody was like, "Oh, like yeah, like I'm enjoying people off the court." And at that point we were already like on a stretch of like winning some games. We're like, "Oh, well if hanging out off the court helps, we should just keep doing that. Maybe it'll help on court." You know what I'm saying? So seeing that we got to the point that we got to without really developing an off-court relationship um was like interesting, and it only got better I think as we started to do it more. But yeah, I think that was the most surprising thing for me, like the in locker room chemistry.
Sydney, the thing that and I don't even know if I've ever said this to you. I think maybe in jokes or whatever, but the thing that I've respected about you the most has been your ability to do your job. And you do your job along with doing all of these other things, and being supportive. And I think everybody assumes that you're this loud, which you are. You're loud a lot of the time. But I also would see the quiet gestures and things that you would do for people and for the team. And I feel like a team that has you on it, it's automatically going to be closer. And I can remember when I was going to, the Aces, and like you, I went to a new situation. I needed that process. I wanted to be closer to my family. And that was part of the
Yeah,
reason why I decided to come to the Aces. And there were a lot of
yeah,
people that were like, how could you do that? Which I'm
yeah.
sure you heard when you went to
Yeah, but I think you
Indiana.
heard it way more.
Okay, but still, like it
Yeah,
it it is noise and you do
yeah,
question it. And especially when you get hurt, as I did
yeah,
in that journey, you're like, but
mhm,
you have to trust that process. But I
yeah,
remember coming into the gym and seeing you work out and how diligent you were. And at that point in time, you were not playing.
yeah.
And you came in every single day, you worked out, and you were just a vet at your craft. And I remember telling Becky, like, that's the vet everybody needs on their team and on their roster.
Thanks,
When you
Kaylee.
came into the Aces, you were out the league, so it was a different
Yeah,
role. You worked your way in and you played a crucial point in winning the championship that I think people forget. When Chauncey was out, when Kia went out, y'all lost
yeah,
basically 2 starters, and then you came in
yeah.
and obviously you tried to hack your way out of playing because you got
Facts.
into foul trouble a little bit. And I had to be like, Syd, please stop
Yeah, you
fouling.
said you did.
I was like,
I
listen,
said, "I
everything's
got you."
perfect.
I said,
Just
"I
don't
got you," but I'm
foul
on that.
Sabrina. Like,
Put
why
him on
would you
that. Put
foul
him on
her?
that. Put him on that.
Like, stop running through screens.
I
Well,
ran through
once you
one
got,
so hard.
she ran through a screen, Aaliyah,
It
in the
was Benijah, I
finals.
think. It was
And I was
Benijah, I
like,
think.
Oh,
Syd,
first of all,
I was looking down our
that was a
bench. I was like,
choice.
we don't have anybody else. What are what are you doing? But when I say that, your leadership comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Where did you start to really understand your ability to change a team, regardless of whether you were playing major minutes or you were just that veteran on the court?
Um, I think a big part of it came from me, like, being out of the league early, like, early on in my career. So, I played in New York. I was in New York my rookie year, and then I was out of the league for a couple of years, so I quickly understood that, like, this could be over. And, like, looking back, I'm really grateful that my experience was what it was of being in and out the league, 'cause it developed a resilience in me that I think a lot of people don't possess. Like, it's hard to be like a starter and to have the pressure and all these things, but it's also really hard to be out of the league and come back and be out and come back. So I look at my story sometimes and I'm like, damn, like why did it have to go down like this? But then I look at it like at my age now and I'm like, I'm really glad that it did because it made me tougher. It made me, I think, a more even like compassionate teammate. I think I already was one, but now I look at like everybody's value as important, and it just it just it just made me realize that like my competitive spirit was there every time that I got knocked down and was able to come back. I'm like, okay, like you know that you're a fighter. And for me, being cut a lot of times was helpful for me because you know that I want to act next. And so that's gonna be another field where like you're gonna hear a lot of no's. You're
Yeah,
gonna you're
that's
gonna get
true.
a lot of rejections. And I'm
That's
like,
true.
thank goodness I didn't go through my entire basketball career without being told no and without experiencing that. And it's very public. You know, for a lot of people, people
I
lose
didn't
jobs because
laugh. I just wanna preface this. I wasn't
what?
laughing at the fact that you got cut. I was laughing at
No.
the fact that I remember you and TP on your show talking about
Yeah.
how you got cut. And
No.
like, wait, so that is why I was laughing. I just don't want you to think I was
No,
laughing
no,
at
no,
the
no.
fact that you yeah.
Even if you were like, girl, it's okay. But like, but I'm grateful that my journey was what it was because now I'm the person I am and I'm gonna be prepped for whatever my next career is, you know? So that's how I view it.
Syd, I I think you're hilarious, right? Like I think you're hilarious. Every time you post a TikTok
Oh, I see you
video,
got a new set.
I
You on vacation?
oh, I'm outside. I'm
Okay,
outside.
period.
Wait till you see my pictures. I'll send you some of my favorites so you can pick the order.
Oh,
Are you gonna be up? Do you not want to do that?
no, no, I'll pick 'em. I'll pick 'em.
And I can
I'll pick
give
'em.
you comment ideas if you need. I already gave Candace one.
Okay.
So
She's giving me
Wait, you're
comment
gonna give
ideas. She
give
for
gives
you
us to
the
comment
comment on the
for us to
for my
put
post.
under her picture. That's like the new way. We're millennials, so we
yeah,
don't
I'm like,
If you
I don't know about
I'm like, "What? A comment? Okay."
'Cause
So,
okay, we know what we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Don't even worry
Bet.
about it. But I think you're hilarious. And I know the way the season went down, not just for you, but for Ari, for Soph, was kind of crazy. But why did you go live after surgery, Sydney? Who
Bro,
gave
I want
you the phone?
not teeing it up.
Who gave
Sid, you look good, Betty.
who gave who
batty,
gave you the
batty, hard
phone?
eyes,
Heart
hard
eyes, heart
eyes.
eyes.
Bro, I really
Who
wanted to go. I really wanted to do. I wanted to record me and TP's podcast, but Marty was like the anesthesia, whatever. It's gonna wear off by the time you're home. I'm like, all right, well, next best thing, like I'll go live so I can document this, I guess. But it was just like funny, you know. Like I do everything for the bit. AB, it's all for the bit.
and I want you to
It's
know I'm locked in every time. Like I saw
I
your live
know.
and I was like, didn't she just have click? Let me watch. I'm sitting there like, you're literally the type of entertainment, like, you're the type where, like, you can be online and I'll be watching your live as I brush my teeth, as I get ready. It's like we're on FaceTime because
Girl, we're not.
oh,
Brush your teeth and get ready for what
but
you
I
gotta
wanna
do.
watch.
What?
No, I wanna watch. I can't miss a moment.
I love you. Your support means the world.
And I am supportive of you going live in certain situations, but that
Same.
was wild to me.
Yeah, no, no, no.
But Syd, in all
You're right.
seriousness, you know, I remember watching the game where you tore your ACL, and it's heartbreaking, and I understand keeping it light is important, but also, can you just I mean, the season that y'all had, how was that ability to kinda switch your mindset from, "Okay, I'm this leader, I'm gonna play on the court, I'm gonna lead by example, I'm gonna do all these things," to now, "I have a different role," because that was the hardest for me, where I knew it was the end. I did, and I knew that that was kind of gonna be the last time, and to be able to kinda go away for a little bit and then come back and switch into that leadership where it's the good, back to what the team needs and things like that, because that had to be hard because you are funny and you do make light of a lot of situations, but that was heavy to have to
Yeah.
go through an injury like that.
Yeah. It was it was just another one of those things. Like I um I look at it as like I'm telling you about me getting cut, what my journey has been, all of that, like little injuries along the way. I just look at it as another thing where I have to, or I had to trust that what I'm going through is still part of God's plan for me. Like whether I'm playing, things look, we want things to look like what we want them to look like. And I knew coming into this season, once people started talking, once I was here and experiencing it, like people had a lot to say. There was a lot of negativity coming my way, and I just looked at it like, you know, I'm not used to this. Typically, I'm the person that people are just like, "Oh, we love Syd. That's funny." Blah blah blah. Some people be like, "Not funny," and I'm like, they don't have a sense of humor. But like, for the most part, for the most part, people have liked me and have admired me from the outside. But that's never made me do the things I do. Like I do the things that I do because I enjoy my teammates, because I like comedy, because I like whatever I'm doing, not for other people's approval. So once I got here and was experiencing people's disapproval, it did not it didn't really phase me because I still understood. I think I understood even more so that this is definitely a part of my plan. When people get to not liking you for no reason, I'm probably exactly where I need to be. So once the injury happened, I'm like, once again, this is something that I don't fully get, but this must be where I need to be, sidelined. And it made me an even more vocal leader. It made me pay attention to things maybe that I wasn't paying attention to that other people had going on. So I could be more tapped into if they're having a hard time and I need to come over here and help them out, whether it's mental, physical, whatever. I had to get outside of me, and that was the lesson that I learned in this. I hope it's the one that God wanted me to learn, but um yeah, it was just one of those things that you don't nobody wants that to happen, but you still have to move forward and figure out a way to still be, of service to your team.
Well, you were. I'll tell you that. I mean, I don't know how many conversations, like sometimes when I am super focused, I get into just right here. And sometimes I can't even say the words that I'm thinking because I'm just thinking so many things. And Syd came up to me. And I was just so like laser focused. I was not speaking. I'm in the huddles, just looking at whatever coach saying, not saying a word. There's probably no
Yeah.
encouragement coming out my mouth. And Syd was like, Syd was like, "Listen, I don't care what's going on in this game. We need more from you. Like we need more, even if you're not making your shots." And it was crazy because sometimes I don't even think about it. Like I'm just thinking about what is going on in this game, what I need to do better. And
Yeah.
she was basically yelling at me and telling me I need to pour into other people. And she was completely right. And I think that just goes to show like the type of vet and how important you were to our locker room, especially after you got hurt, because that could have been such a moment for you to just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna show up and I'm be here, but like I don't really have to do too much. But you just continue to pour and like give to us and help us give to each other. And so shout out you for real. Like you are really the GOAT. And with that, I just have a question. If you could vote on a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
how funny I am versus how funny
Here we
Candace
go.
is, that'd be great, just to get it out right now. Scale of 1
Y'all
to
are a
10.
different kind of funny. Candace
I hate that
is
she said that. I
try
hate that
yeah.
Candace literally said that. She's like, "We're different kind of funny." That's not the
Yeah,
question.
yeah. You're like Gen Z funny or
She
whatever.
said that bar for bar.
Whatever that is.
Are you
We're
kidding?
like sarcastic, like can be a-holes about the humor, like
Hmm,
it's very much like, yeah, like mean to one another, but out of love, like how siblings or like family. I don't know
hmm,
what yeah,
hmm.
Like,
yours
I'm the
is
type of person that's gonna comment on Sydney's post that she looked like Jaden Smith because
Jaden
I
Smith,
done said that she looked like Jaden
Huh.
Smith whenever she posts
bro,
something. I tell Will and Jada to
her
come get
goodness
their sister
gracious.
kid
Do you
because
want me to start
yeah,
doing that
Bro,
or something?
I
Is
just
that
be
what you
like,
no,
need?
man,
her and Chelsea, if I ever had braids, they were just like calling me Jaden and like Mike, like Bow Wow, stuff like that. Yeah. It got
all that.
bad. I
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
I won't
No,
say it was
it
bullying, but
got bad. This is wild. It got bad. It got bad. That's what we're gonna go for.
Hmm.
Sydney, I need the end because my favorite
yeah.
part as a viewer is to
Yeah.
watch Aliyah slowly crash out. Like, you know, the slow
Please,
process
please.
of her
Yeah.
going from here to then crashing out where she's like she
Yeah,
does have
yeah.
a face like this.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
can you just take me through a funny moment or a story of being Aliyah's teammate? Because
Interesting.
I get the opportunity every week to
Huh.
sign on and
Yeah.
be a teammate of
I don't even
Aliyah, and
crash
I'm a
out,
huge
so that's
fan of
weird.
hers. She's a little bit of a hack, as we learned last episode, but
First of all,
bows out a little bit, you know what I'm
first of
saying?
all,
But
don't
we
listen to
working on
that.
it.
I've literally never fouled
I
in my
feel like
life, but
I feel like AB's like, but the crash out, like you said, it's like it works its way there. It's not just like there's some timeouts where I'm like expecting to be like hitting her hand, like coming into the timeout as people are coming. And then I'm like, we're all standing there waiting because she's like on the ref's ass. Like, so I'm like, all right, well, let me go talk to other people then because AB, and you see her down there, she's like this, she's like like all of these. I'm like, all right, well, we'll get it when we can get right. Right. I'm literally fronting. She's holding me. It's so gradual though. It's so gradual that
interesting.
yeah, you're not seeing like big things. It's just like it blows up after a while when she's fed up. And to speak to what AB was saying, like AB's such a talented young player that the reason that I would like talk to you like that at times is because if your potential is so high, if you get out of your own head, like the reason I tell you like focus on other people, like pick somebody else that you're gonna start encouraging because then what they're doing will become more of a focal point to you and not like you won't be so honed in on what your own mistakes are. But I'm like, once you get over the part where you're so hard on yourself, you're gonna soar tremendously because that little thing is making you question if you should take the next shot or if you should make the next move because you're worried about the last thing. Like, girl, just fucking play. Nobody is tripping on that. You gonna get the ball again, like you're gonna get it again. Like, what you mad about. So once you take that step, and I'm sure Candace tells you something along these lines all the time, but like once you do that, you're you're so
I
innocent.
am
Yeah.
laughing because there's two old heads, and you a old
Yeah.
head, you still playing, but you still an
Yeah.
old head.
Thanks.
Sydney Colson and myself telling you,
Yeah.
and I had old heads telling me this exact same thing. And the thing that it's crazy when you make that step, it's the only time you will know what we're saying because you're going to be having this conversation in 10 years with somebody else that is doing the same thing because you are
Yeah.
so great.
Mhm.
And yes, so that is okay. I'm done. I'm off my
Yeah,
soapbox.
you really are.
I'm
Wow,
off of
thanks,
it.
guys.
I'm off of it.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy though, because Sid, I know this is obviously our first year playing together, but if
Yeah.
you could see me like my rookie season compared to
Mhm.
now, like it's been so gradual. Next year though, I'm there. Like what missed
Yeah.
shot? What? Matter of fact, I'm
No,
gonna
no,
take
no,
the
but
next
seeing
one.
you this year, if it was worse your rookie year, I wouldn't have wanted to see you, girl. I would have been scared of
No
you.
shit.
I would have been scared of you. I would have been scared of you.
I'm telling
Candace,
you.
sometimes Candace, sometimes I'm going to her on the bench. I'm like, if she's like in her zone, like she's mad at something that happened, I'm like, hey, it don't have to be me, but you gotta let somebody get through to you. And then I would just like hit her and,
But it's
and
this
walk
right here.
away.
It's the
Yeah,
hands
it's
clap.
like, hey
If
girl.
she's like right here in my
Hey
right
girl,
ear,
hey.
and I can't even turn my head. I'm just like,
But
like
my
when
ass
your
still
legs
talking.
start shaking. And I'm like,
I was like, I don't care if you don't look at me, but
but
let somebody talk to you. Crazy.
it got so
Crazy.
much better though this year. You don't even
It
know.
did. It
You
did.
don't
No, no, no.
even
I saw
know.
it.
Like I really, I just hate to say I'm a crash out, but this year was so much better. It was gradual. It
What?
wasn't the second possession, which is like, hey, turn up,
No. No, you
Listen,
progress.
it's
got
about
way
progress.
she got way better. She got way better as the season went on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sydney, obviously, we know you're hilarious, so we're gonna step outside the lines. Well, no, I got one thing before. The Aces was a situation for me that I had never been involved in because, okay, I lied. Year 2016, our team was close, but in terms of organization, coaches, players, all being on the same page, I think people undervalue how important that is. So going to the Aces and actually seeing this in play. Now, are there people that are outside the lines sometimes? Yes, but the majority of people, those people are going to stick out like a sore thumb
Yeah.
and aren't going to be a part of the group, and the group keeps moving. And that to me
Yep.
is a strong organization, and you were at the center of that. So, can you tell me, when was the first time that you experienced a culture like that where you were then able to add to it? Because there were certain times, like, to me, I was looking, KB was hype every time she came to the gym. Like, you were cool. And yes, do people have bad days? 100%. But it's like you keep it moving. And those are the Golden States. Those are the Aces that are winning 3 championships in 4 years. Like, you can talk about how it doesn't matter if people get along or whatever, but a culture is a culture.
It
And,
is.
you played at a great program in college at Texas
Yeah.
A&M. Aliyah, we beat them
Oh,
to go
Candace
to the
came
final.
Damn.
We beat them to go to the Final
my
Four, just
rookie year,
FYI.
bro. My
It's
rookie
your
year.
freshman, right?
Yeah, freshman.
I was
My
like, you're not a
freshman
rookie,
year.
you're a freshman.
Rookie. My freshman year. No, be quiet. Don't talk because this is about to piss me off. My freshman year, we're in the Elite Eight for the first time, like in program history, and we're playing Tennessee. Candace goes out her shoulder, like, what, you
It
dislocated it.
dislocated it, yes.
Dislocated her shoulder. So this is, I think, like the third quarter. So we're thinking, okay, like, damn, like, hate that for her, love
We
that for us,
good. We up. We up.
love that for us.
We up.
Let's get it. Her ass comes back. They don't put something on her shoulder. She's shooting with the other hand at times. It was your wait. It was your.
It was my
Was
left
this your right?
shoulder. It
It
was my
was her
left shoulder,
left.
but
It was her
still.
left. Before that,
Yeah.
she was doing shit like ambidextrous. You know how she
Yeah.
was, like, scoring with both hands. We're like, all right, well, at least she's down to one arm. Like, hopefully we can, hopefully we can get her now. They still won. That shit
Shorty
blows me
said
to this
she's down
day.
to 1. We could get her.
Yeah, so
No,
infuriating. You
but
thinking that
Syd,
you about to move on, but
You were cold in college. Like, you had that little, that little crossover that you do where you look down, you cross over. Yo, you you
I'm
were
giving my
cold.
scout.
No, but like, you were cold in college. I'll give it to you.
That
You
scout
were
right to left cross.
no
On
that
the look down. On the look down, though. On the look down.
she about to hit you with that right to left, and she gonna pull up that shot that you can't block. That's what's about to happen with Sydney Colson. That is
I'm
the scouter report.
crying. I'm crying.
But
Oh
I'm
my
asking
god.
for real, like, the culture. What is it
Yeah.
that? Because I always build off of Tennessee and like the work ethic and like the expectations, and obviously you had to change it to make it yours. But what was it that you saw early on that made you want to add to the culture like that?
That was the call from Becky, to me. She was like saying that they were obviously gonna be running like a new offense and stuff. A lot of our coaches coming from the NBA, but she was like, we really want you to be like somebody that changes our culture and our locker room. And I'm like, yeah, whatever you need to do. I'm not in the league, so I'm gonna do whatever to be on a team. And I played on the Aces in 2019, so I had been there previously with a lot of the people who were on the team. So I already had familiarity. So it wasn't like I'm a new person going into this locker room having to get to know everybody and form new relationships. It was just like, okay, I'm back with this new staff with a new role. Like, let's see how that goes. But you're 100% right. Like, it matters so much to have, obviously you need the talent. Like, you got to have talent to make it far. But when you have a culture that makes sure that, like, your top players are valuing everybody's role, in addition to the organization giving the
Accountability
resources,
too. Yeah,
accountability.
all that.
When the front office gives you the resources to be successful, like, you need everything to make a winning team. And obviously, like, they got that recipe in Vegas, and so other people are trying to mimic that in their own ways. And yeah, that was the first time, where I was a part of something that you could see how the culture was affecting the play, for sure.
Pop question. What time do I start yelling, "Here we go, Fever Girls"?
Oh,
3, 2,
21.
what? Are you? This is why you're always
20.
late.
20.
20,
20.
30.
2030.
20:30 on the clock. Let me tell you, I have one job, okay? And my job
Bro, she would
is to
yell so
get us
loud.
out. What?
You would yell so loud.
Dang, y'all got
Anyways,
out the locker room early. Y'all got out
we
the
I
had
locker
to
room
know.
get
at
a
I'm like, girl,
you
20:30.
have
We
to
we
would
was
roll
getting
start.
out
out the
at
locker
12
room.
minutes.
Hello, we were out there like
I'm
16 with the
sorry.
aces. I'm
If
like,
I
these young.
started at 15, we wouldn't get out to warm up till 10. Okay?
But I'm
I
like,
start my count at 20, 30, and no one it's like,
baby, you're strict around there with AB. I'm like, girl, I'll see you out. You could go without me. You could go without me. I'm like, how are y'all are younger and y'all need more time? We were getting out there at like 17, 16 with the aces. You said 12, Candace,
And I would do that
with
run
the
one, run hard to half court, do that layup real hard, and then I was cool. I didn't need any more warm
hmm,
up before
okay.
before the game because I had already
no, for
activated for
real.
97 minutes
For
before the
real.
game.
When she talking
Yeah.
about 2030, I said 2030. Hey, I
Well,
This is
said, hey,
weird to me.
whatever you need. You're the one starting, girl. Whatever you need.
speaking of whatever somebody needs, I needed this. I'll be honest. I needed this. I needed the Aces having a whole funeral for me in my
You guys
retirement.
are ridiculous. You
Uh
guys,
yeah,
Sydney,
there's Syd
Sydney.
propping up. First of all,
The
let's
double
look at
tap
this.
on the locker has me
Let's
crying.
look at this. We got the picture frames. They had a Clase Azul bottle.
She
They
did
Oh,
the baby
had
hair.
the
the baby
baby
hair
hair.
brush, the crutch.
You're
Chelsea
Yeah,
all of
Effing
it
cute
was
brings
flowers.
in, yeah. Oh, look, the game ready
the
because
game ready.
that's all I did when I was there because I was just trying to be on the court.
It has
Asia
a
comes
rookie
in
in it.
with the
Gatorade.
Gatorade and the muscle milk,
and the
and she
liquor.
forgot the tequila. So Asia comes in with the tequila, and then
we
Chelsea comes
hugging
in
back there.
with the
Chelsea come.
stretching, with the waff, because I always warmed up and activated with the
I
waff.
the picture like
No, when I tell
A real
you, I
memorial.
was literally crying when I watched this, and then everybody hugs, and this is at my locker. This gave me so much life when I
retire
was
in
going
peace.
through so much. Like, honestly, this made me smile.
We knew you needed it
Oh
too.
man,
We
I
were
needed
like,
it. I was
we gotta,
struggling
yeah.
trying to come to
We can
grips.
only imagine. We can only
Yeah, because
imagine. You one of the greatest to touch, the WNBA. And so, like having it in that way and, not knowing what the future was going to hold, like we knew that that was tough for you. And Leash was like, let's put something together. So, we got all this
and
stuff.
then
And of
everybody
course,
came in
wanted
with
to make
the
it funny.
executive producer. You came in like,
Yeah.
listen, we gonna add
Yeah.
some baby hair.
Yeah.
We gonna add this. That was really
Hey,
honestly one of the best.
you
I
were
don't know.
worth it, man. You were
No,
worth it.
I
It
appreciate
was
y'all. Y'all
funny.
gave me a great laugh and made it,
Good.
all worth it. But that is a prelude to the fact that you are unhinged on Twitter. Let's just call it what it is. You
She's
troll
a
every single
troll. She's
day.
literally a troll.
Your
Yeah,
account is
Oh.
unserious. For anybody that is following her, God bless you. For people that aren't, don't. Because no, I'm just kidding. Follow at Sydney Colson. No. Whenever something crazy happens, you are there.
I'm
Can
always
I
at the
can
scene
I
of the
share
crime,
a
man.
story? Y'all remember
It's
when
your
our whole
pod, girl.
dildo
It's y'all's
situation,
pod.
okay? Our whole dildo situation and Syd, one of the games, guys, we get out the game. Who did we play? Syd had a tweet up before the
Oh,
coaches didn't even come in the locker room yet, and Syd is tweeting talking about some damn I did it again or whatever that tweet said. Like, come on.
Sorry, I did not mean to throw that so
Come
far, y'all. And she is talking
Syd,
about the green
Syd,
dildo that was thrown
Syd,
onto the court in the Atlanta game. That's what she is referring
Syd.
to in her tweet.
Said the coaches didn't have time to come in the locker room yet, and you had already tweeted. They saw it
yeah.
before they came in the locker room.
They
How are you?
said, dang, sis. I said, well, y'all took about 10 minutes to come in. So y'all took a minute
I
to come
feel
in. I had
really
time.
awkward saying this after saying dildo in the same sentence, but like, could you walk us through your POV of when you were sending out? Ba-dum, shh. When you're sending out that tweet, like, do you have it in your head on the court? Are you like, putting it together because there are some things, Sydney, I've been in film session with you and they will just come to you and they will come out your mouth, pause, and
Yeah,
and you will say something that will make me laugh later on. I'll be cooking dinner and I'll be like, yo, Sydney really said that.
yeah, I think, because when we ended the game, AB, because it happened at another game when we were
We
playing,
were
right?
in Dallas, I think.
Yeah, and it happened at another
Yeah. Yeah,
in
either
Atlanta's
Chicago or
game.
Atlanta game, yeah.
So once we got off the court and we were seeing it, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, let me get involved." Like, I want part of this action. But this was before people really started getting mad that they kept throwing them, I think, like, then it became, like, a real thing. They're like, "This is sexism." And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe a
Yeah.
little
And they
bit."
threw it at a football game and I was like, okay, all
If
things are
we're-
even. Like, great, equality. Like, let's go. That's equality.
Dildo equality.
Dildo equality. Listen, it's for everybody. Sydney, what did somebody tell you, yes, do that? Like, who is the one that censors? Because I
Mhm.
know there's some tweets that you probably write and somebody like, nah.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you run it
Mari.
by?
It's
Yeah.
Amadi Amadi, she's the one I asked about the Kathy dress. I hit her when I found
That
the
was
dress, the Skyline
hilarious.
dress.
We are
I
gonna
was like,
find
"Yo,"
that. That was my favorite thing ever.
I was
When
like,
you
"Am I good to tweet this?" And she was like, "I think so. I think so." I said, "Yes."
Sydney, you found the dress and put it on.
Wore it, found the dress, posted it, let some time go by.
And
We're
wore
like,
it.
"We're wearing this next year." Like, they'll think we're done with it, but we're never done. We're never done.
Have you ever had to
Uh,
delete a tweet?
um, yeah, I think I have before, but, like, a while back,
Now
like a
you're like
couple
seasoned
years.
vet. Yeah,
Now
you're a
I'm just
seasoned vet.
like, "Hey, I said what I said."
But can you delete this one? Wish Candace wore 0 because CP0 could stand for can't pull out.
Oh,
CP3 doesn't give me a ton to work with.
oh,
Do
I
you
don't
do
even
you think
remember
that you would
saying
I
that.
don't
think
even
about
remember that.
do you think you
Is
could
this
be
AI?
No,
This is
it's
real.
not AI. This is December 15th of 2023. So this
'Cause
is
why would you
nearly 2
tweet
years
that?
ago.
Why would you tweet
Because like
that?
what situation would make you think
And it's right before Christmas. What did she do to you?
I
The
don't know,
season's
but I
not even
just
happening, babe.
oh, it's not. Damn, I don't know, you were on my mind heavy, Candace.
6:50 in
like
the morning?
I'm just
6:50 in
like,
the
it
morning?
was 6:50 AM. Like you woke up hot with this one.
6:50 in the morning?
Right, I legit don't remember this. Something you did something to make me say this.
At 6:50 in the morning?
She had to have. She had to wait, what year did we play together in 23?
20 23. Yep. I hadn't
23.
Yeah, so that was earlier the year.
So this
Won the championship that year. Yep. That was 23.
bro, you
Sid.
did something, Imma just put it on you,
Okay.
'cause I'm not taking the blame for that.
Okay.
Simply not. Like,
All
don't
right.
act like you're innocent in this, Candace.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do anything. I
Candace
don't
is
ever tweet.
inappropriate too. She's
I am very inappropriate, but I don't tweet. Like if people
Digital footprint. It's a digital
Yeah.
footprint on that one.
Eh,
fine, Imma just start recording stuff that you say when
no, please
Imma
don't do
just
that. Please don't record the stuff that I say. But here's the thing, you are giving it to us on Twitter, obviously TikTok. You dressed up as the dildo on your
Oh,
podcast and
yeah.
did a whole
Yeah.
interview.
Meet
You
and
put the
greet, meet
dress
and greet.
on
Good
for
stuff.
Kathy with the
Yeah.
New York dress that she had. That was
Yeah.
fantastic. I think you wore it better, by the way.
Thank
You
you.
do comedy now, so everything is kind of like we're able to kinda go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
what is something that you have done or said that you are the most proud of when it comes to comedy?
When it comes to comedy, this is the one I always say, but the Anita Baker video, because that was, like, the start of like, my videos, like, going more viral and getting more attention, like, when she retweeted it, and then, like, also our relationship developed from there, so it was, like that felt like a very pivotal time in my, like, comedic career for me, and
When you
so,
did the
yeah, I think that's probably my
knees, when
favorite.
you showed the knees in the video. Oh my gosh. But you did stand-up comedy. You talk
I
about
did, yeah.
opening new doors and like going in. What was that like?
It was cool. I had done it during during the pandemic. Was this in like 21, I think? I started watching a lot of stand up and I was like, all right, I gotta finally like put myself out there. So I signed up for an open mic night, and then like several years went by and I didn't do it again till this year at All Star and Indie at Fever Fest. I did a set, and it felt good to finally like get back in that flow, and I've been writing jokes since then, just to challenge myself by the end of the year to do stand up again. So yeah, it was just like an accountability thing for myself, but it's been cool.
I remember when we did, Good Morning America, and there was a little girl in the crowd, and we were, like, giving her free tickets to the game or 2 tickets to the All-Star game, and, they're asking her questions. They're like, "Oh, like, what do you do?" She goes, "I play basketball." And the little girl goes and then we're like, "Oh, who do you play basketball for?" She goes, "Rosa Parks." And Sydney goes, "Rosa Parks herself?
No, I
Personally?
said
Or
directly.
directly?" And everyone starts laughing. The little girl is just there like,
But it's just so
Which
quick. Like
why would
it's
you
so
ask her if she
quick.
played for Rosa Parks directly?
And Robin was like, "Hey, Sid, pipe down." And
She was like, "What did we
that
talk
killed
about?"
me. What did we talk
She's like,
about?
"What did we talk about?" Like, hmm.
I'm sorry, anybody can get it. Kids, adults, it doesn't matter. If the
No, but
joke is there,
anybody can get it. You're exactly right, and I've been present when anybody can get it. You make jokes and it doesn't matter. Like, if there's anybody that is more equality than you, I would like you to put them out because 'cause you're like anybody. If you're young, you're old, like, you're gay, you're straight, whatever, you can get
I don't
it.
know why you would be straight, but yeah, they can get it
Whoa,
too. Like,
whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Time
"Hey,
out.
mom and dad."
Time out. Where'd that
Sorry,
come from?
Amy.
Why did we have to catch a stray?
My bad, my bad. But yeah, anybody could get it. I feel like that makes everything, I think, a little lighter, knowing that it's not just picking on one
It
person. Like,
applies to
I'll talk
everybody.
about myself. Like, I'll talk about anybody. Like, let's all just like lighten up a little bit.
Is there
Have some
any
fun.
it's any time because I know I notice too, people come up
Yeah.
and try to, like, do their best jokes on you, and I would be behind you rolling my eyes like, "That was corny as hell. Why would they try that on you?"
I
So,
don't know.
similar to and I'm not in any way, shape, or form comparing you to Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
But I asked Kevin Hart, I'm like, "Is it hard to be funny?" Because when people have a conversation with you, they just wanna laugh and they try to, like and some stuff you're not trying you wanna be serious this day, or you're just trying to get your bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich from McDonald's, like,
Right.
you're not trying to tell jokes. So is it
Mhm.
always like, how do you find that balance of being serious? Because it is hard because you are really funny, and I'm giving you this compliment. I will tell you
For the one
this
time,
once.
yeah.
I've never
No, I
told you
get
you're
it.
funny, and this is the
Yeah.
last time I'm gonna
I'm gonna
tell you
clip
that.
this.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna clip
should.
this.
Don't worry,
You
I'll
should
send you the link.
you should clip
Thank
it.
you. I yeah, sometimes it's like I don't know why people do it because they don't go up to other people. Like, you don't just go up to a basketball player and start showing your moves. I don't go up to a surgeon and I got like tools trying to do. It's just like just
Tools.
talk, just be normal. Because like you said, like I might not be in a jokey mood, and if I'm not in a jokey mood, I don't really put on like I am. I'm just like, okay, like you want me to sign that, or you want me to, because it's I don't know. I don't feel like doing that all the time. Like,
It's weird.
and I'm not here for your like personal entertainment. Like, and I think people struggle to understand that. Like, just come up and be normal.
Be
Talk, say what you're gonna
normal.
say. Be normal. Just be normal. I'm a normal person, so let's have a normal conversation. That's
But
it.
my favorite is when you engage, but you're being sarcastic in the engagement. So the
Yeah.
person is doing something and you just keep so, like, what did you mean? What did you mean by that? That's my favorite thing. I don't play basketball anymore, so when some people come up and they'll be like, "You play basketball?" I'm like, "No,
No.
I don't play basketball because I don't. I don't.
But you know what
I don't play
you know what
basketball.
they mean.
I don't play
Get her,
basketball.
AB.
Yeah, yeah. Don't put me in a box."
Oh,
Get your girl. Yeah,
All
you
right,
do
someone need
we
her.
everything, Candace.
we are going to our fan questions, which I will
Okay.
say ahead of time. People sent these in, okay?
Yeah.
People sent these in. We have nothing to do with it. These are real people where you
She
can look
lying.
them
She
up
picked
on
those.
at.
You're
People
like,
sent them in.
Candace picked these herself.
It's like
So let's see what you personally pick.
at Candace Parker 123. No. This is Unfiltered fan questions powered by Uncrustables. Find Smucker's Uncrustables in the freezer aisle. Learn more at uncrustables.com. So many questions
Beautiful.
came in for you, Syd, of course, because
Okay.
you are beloved by everybody. I will start with this. At Lunas F4 versus. Ask Syd about how she felt when she blocked Rakia. We actually have a video. We have a video of this.
Rakia
Of when
is
you
gonna
blocked
be pissed.
Rakia. Oh, right here. Like,
God,
low key, you actually
got up.
be blocking.
Rakia was mad.
Look at her face.
She's gonna be pissed.
Don't talk
Bro,
about my
but
Tennessee girl. I gotta defend my Tennessee girl. She had herself a season.
I just
Shout out to
I knew
Rakia.
that. I was like challenge that step. Like for sure that was all ball. Like challenge it.
'Cause
I
why would
got
they
up
call
and
a
was
foul?
immediately running.
'Cause why would they
'Cause,
call
like,
a foul?
Aliyah, you gonna ask a
Look,
question.
get up. Look at
Look at it.
'Cause why would
Bro,
you call
but
that a foul?
right. But I love Rakia's game. I tell her all the time. She's one of my favorite young
Yes.
players to watch. Like she's gonna continue to be like very good.
You
Like
know where
her
she went to
ceiling is
school,
super high.
right? You
Tennessee.
Go
Oh, okay.
Gamecocks.
Okay.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Go
I'm sorry.
Gamecocks.
Keep it moving. Go ahead.
But it was funny because me and Rakia go back and forth. We just be like talking trash, but I really like her. We be talking before the games, chopping it up and stuff. And I admire her game, respect her as a player. But it was just funny because it's just attitude. She had said something like she was gonna dunk on me.
Yes, and she
Or
wanted
something
Dawn
like
to
that.
dunk on you. And I was like, why
Wanted
would she
Dom to
say
dunk on
that?
me. Right. I'm like, leave me out of it. So when I blocked her, I was like,
But you got it overturned. Obviously, that call
redemption.
was overturned.
100%.
But it was the
Yeah, we
get
got
up and the
y'all make sure to tag her and it was I'm gonna clip this. Clip this and send it to me so I can send it to her.
Okay. Next question. This is from @XXX_I'm dope. Someone said we should have a gays versus straight all-star. Who are you drafting?
Wait, gays who are out? Or what y'all out gays or
Yeah,
just everybody?
no. Let's
Or
keep
who
it
out?
as the
Okay,
out gays before you start.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna out
you
out
talking
nobody.
about people catching strays.
Please, I beg.
Yeah. I mean, well, we've got most of the league. I mean, y'all
That's what I'm
can
saying.
see who you
It's like the
We
dream
got-
team. It's like the
see
dream
who you
team
can
versus.
right. I don't know who y'all are choosing,
That's
baby. I can
actually
think of
not
like
even
4.
funny.
Yeah,
Aliyah with the
Straight
number
assemble.
one pick.
Straight
With the
assemble.
right.
Let's go. Let's go.
And all of a sudden,
on,
Aliyah and
ladies.
Sabrina Ionescu are teamed up against the entire rest of the league.
Right. You
And
got like
Nafisa
you
Collier.
two. Right, Nafisa, Asia, and I don't know. Y'all need a fit.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
that don't.
Let's go find a fifth.
You know what? Next question, Candace. Ask the
Alicia
next
Gray.
one.
Alicia Gray.
Yeah.
Okay. At Finn Pitt Gilly?
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll go with it. What's your favorite memory from this season that fans aren't already privy to?
Probably like we had a gathering at dang, what city were we in, AB, where we were all like sitting at that long table. Like
We were on the West Coast, no?
yeah, it was our West
Maybe
Coast
LA.
trip. But was it
I think so.
okay, but there was it was that time and there was one more when I think we were in Mini. Maybe we were there for
we had that dinner, Commissioner's Cup. Yeah.
when we had a dinner. Matter of fact, that might have been the one because it was like basically the whole team there. It was the coaches, some of like their kids,
Yeah.
support staff, and it was just like a very fun time. We didn't love
Karaoke.
food wasn't the best, but we were doing karaoke.
People food.
My bad. We were like doing karaoke,
Yep.
dancing, people drinking, but it was just a fun vibe. And honestly, I think that set the table because that was right before Commissioner's Cup, and it was
Everyone
like
had money.
everybody was just like loose and having a
Mhm.
good time, enjoying one another. And I think we went into that game and we played like very free, very like together and confident. And for us, that was like us winning the Commissioner's Cup championship, I think was a turning point in our
Yeah.
season where we believe like, okay, well, like we can
can
beat
win.
anybody.
Yeah.
And I think a healthy us would have given anybody like a run for their money.
Oh
But
shit!
yeah,
An
that was probably
unhealthy
yeah,
call.
Got to the semis,
Went to
they
game
the
did.
5.
semis, game 5
Yeah,
overtime.
yeah, for sure. But that was probably one of my favorite moments because it
Yeah.
was just like the camaraderie was there. It was what you were talking about when you got that chemistry with a team. It just helps you on court, and so yeah, that was probably one of them.
All right, Sydney, before we let you go, can you give
Yeah,
us an update on how your knee's doing?
yeah,
What your anticipation is? I remember texting you and you telling me like, nah, like I'm coming back from this. This is what I'm gonna do. And it is a process and you go through ups and downs in rehab, but what can we expect? Obviously, we miss you out on the court, and we want to see you back healthy.
yeah. I think this has made me like much more, like even more driven. And I think I already was. But the mental and the physical, like with any injury, like it can be very up and down. So there are days where I'm feeling great and some days where I'm not. I'm just like I wake up and I'm like thinking I'm about to just take off, or like sometimes I'll be like about to jog and I'm like, girl, you're not cleared to jog, you know what I'm saying? And so sometimes I'm having to rewire my mind like you're not fully healthy, but I am, I'm ahead of schedule. Our trainers are happy with the progress I've been making. Like I'm feeling stronger every day, and I'm rehabbing really hard because I told them and I told myself I'm gonna rehab as though I'm returning, and I think that God will make it very clear to me whether or not it's what I'm supposed to do. But while I'm rehabbing, I want to have the mindset that I'm trying to get back on the court. If I do, great. If I can't, great too. It's just, my time will be up. But yeah, that's pretty much the update, and hopefully things just keep progressing in a positive way.
Similar to how the NBA looks at a Jamal Crawford as a six
Yeah.
man, he made like being six man cool, to be honest with
Right.
you. Like he made
Yeah.
people accept that role of coming off the bench and understanding
Facts.
like the Jordan Clarksons came after him and the
Yeah.
Lou Wills came after him.
Wills. Yep.
I think the league is now privy to the importance of having a vet like you on the team.
Yep.
So I would like to
Thank
call
you.
it the Sydney Colson vet rule, where you got to have one of you on every roster, not only because you can hoop, but also you're just a good human.
I
And I
appreciate that.
genuinely feel like I'm a better person from being your teammate and being in your orbit. So thank you so much for being on our show on Post
Yes,
Moves.
thank
You
you,
got a
sis.
little mid post up
Oh,
game. Like a
I love you
little, you
guys.
be leaning
It's so
a
little. It's so
little
little.
bit too much. She
It's
Don't
so
worry,
leans.
she got
little.
the shimmy. We saw that.
She did the shimmy one time, but I really appreciate you joining us on our
No,
podcast.
man.
Yes,
So
thank you,
Thank y'all for having
sis.
thank you.
me. I
Uh-huh.
love you both. I
Love you,
love
Come
you both.
sis.
visit. Come visit.
I will.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Smucker's Uncrustables. There's a reason classics don't go out of style. PB&J, no crust, no mess, no notes. Check out Uncrustables, the best part of the sandwich.
It's a round, crimped sandwich made with soft, pillowy bread filled with peanut butter and jelly. Grab one from the freezer. Let it thaw while you do your thing on the court, in the carpool, or whatever hustle you're on. This snack is for pro goats, little legends, and everyone in between. Find Smucker's Uncrustables in the freezer aisle. Learn more at uncrustables.com. It's that time of year again for many children across the country. School is back in session and school buses are on the road. This is a simple reminder for all drivers. You must slow down and prepare to stop when approaching a school bus from the front or behind when it's displaying flashing yellow lights. Those lights mean that the bus is getting ready to stop for students. Every state has a law that makes it illegal to pass a school bus with its red lights flashing and stop arm extended when it is stopped to load or unload students. Not stopping for a school bus or trying to beat the stop arm puts lives at risk and can result in large fines, points on your license, and even license suspension. If you're driving, especially in school zones or where children may be traveling to or from the school bus, slow down and stay alert. Paid for by NHTSA. It's now time for You Got This, presented by Adidas. There's nothing like a great assist to help us remember you got this. Learn more about the You Got This message at adidas.com/you got this and follow the action on Instagram at Adidas and at Adidas US. Every week, we're going to shout out someone who inspired us, rose to the occasion, or made their moment count. This week, my You Got This moment goes to our first male You Got This, our first MNBA player You Got This, none other than Victor Wembanyama.
More than deserved. More than deserved. That was a great pick. His numbers to start the season are ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
But what's
Are
even
you
more ridiculous is watching it.
It's
Because you
insane.
see the numbers. Yeah. 40 points, 3 blocks against the Mavs and Anthony Davis, who is a former defensive player of the year. 29 points and 9 blocks against Pelicans. Yeah, against Zion Williamson. 31 points and 6 blocks versus the Nets. He is putting up a stat line every single night. He's averaging 33.3 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 6 blocks. But when I tell you the visual impact you will have when you watch this dude do things that you should not be able to do over 6'7", we're celebrating Kevin Durant, which he's a specimen. This dude, Kevin Durant, wakes up, drops 30, casually, easy money sniper. Wemby is a different beast. This dude came down, he hit between, then he stutter stepped, then he hit behind the back, then he stepped back and hit an and 1-3.
Freak of nature. Freak of nature. I don't get it. I simply don't understand it, but I enjoy watching it. My favorite thing, which, sometimes like when you're going up against a shot blocker and you're like, okay, maybe if I can just get it high enough and I can just, there was that one block, he literally just timed it. He's in the paint, the ball goes up and he just takes it from the rooftop. I'm like, are you kidding me? What do you do? Just kick it out. Twice in one possession. I can't even laugh because I would hate for that to be me. I really would hate for that to be me.
But also, let's put this into, he pulls up Steph Curry range. Let's put this into perspective. You're outletting to your 7'4" center, and he's bringing up the ball. It is so much fun to watch this dude play. So when people say that, the NBA, you don't know where it's going to go after Steph and LeBron and
It's in great
KD
hands.
retire,
It's in great hands.
it's in great hands. And I have been witness to, obviously, Luka, Anthony Edwards as 2 young players. But Wemby, seeing him in person, I saw him in France last year. It's nothing like it. Wemby has more blocks than 27 NBA teams this season already.
That's insane. That's literally insane.
I absolutely love the Spurs young core. Stephon Castle has been a player that I have watched. He's the one. I'm telling you, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, rookie Dylan Harper's come in and continued to make an impact. Being that number 2 pick. It's too early to start saying he could win MVP, but it's not too early to say that I'm going to say he's the defensive player of the year. I don't even know what Vegas is saying, but I'm going to just put the odds at 1,000,000 to 1
That's a
that he's
good
going to
pick.
win. He's going to win defensive player of the year. All right, Aliyah, that's my You Got This moment presented by Adidas. Next week, it's back to you. All right, y'all, that's a wrap on this week's episode of Post Moves. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Subscribe on your YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow Post Moves on all socials at Post Moves. That's 2 S's.
You know what's coming. Bow, bow, bow.